want to go over some math from a tweet that I just made. It got kind of a lot of hits, and people were kind of mixed reaction on this. But I wanted to go through what I was talking about, right? So we have Liqwid, and with Liqwid, you can supply and get interest, and you can borrow and get interest. And in both sides of it, you're going to get your staking rewards because that is just kind of underlying built into Cardano, something that other chains don't really have. So what I'm going to do here is actually do what I was talking about. So I already have 300 ADA supplied, so I'm going to go supply 700 more to make it 1,000. All done, supplied. Okay. So now, if I reload the page, it should say 1,000 ADA supplied. Okay, perfect. So we have 1,000 ADA supplied at a 3.88% interest. Okay, so now let's go over here. So this is how you get double yield and more ADA. You supply 1,000 ADA, done. 3.86% interest on the lending protocol. So because I gave them this ADA, they are going to pay me 3.86% interest on the ADA. So now I have 1,000 ADA making 3.86, and because staking is native to Cardano, we get 3.5% as well that will be paid to us. So net, we get a 7.36% interest rate, right? So now we have double yield on our ADA. But we can do more than that. We can also borrow ADA and still have a positive interest rate. So let me try it and see how it goes. So we're going to borrow 500 ADA. I'm putting up all of my Q ADA as collateral. We got a 1.6% health factor, which is kind of close to 1. But I'm just going to do this for this example. Okay, so now I'm going to get 500 ADA, just a little bit less because of fees. See how this goes. And then the APY calculator will calculate again and show me kind of like what my net percent is, but it doesn't account for staking, which is where my math adds a little bit of that. Okay, all done. So I borrowed 500 ADA. I put in 1,000. I borrowed 500. Now I have 1,500 ADA because I have the money deposited that I can get back, right? But I do have to pay back the 500. But I have access to 500 now. So you can see assets to borrow. Looks like it's kind of funky. Let me reload this page. All right, so it took a little bit, but we have the result here. So I supplied 1,000 ADA, which is $386 right now, and I borrowed $193, which was 50 ADA. And you can see it just went away. It's a bit buggy. They're still working on it, but the net APY said minus 1.47%, which is not what I would have calculated. So let's go over to my calculator. Yeah, minus 1.47%. So to me, that doesn't make sense because you got 3.86% here. You got 12.13% here. That is cut in half because it's only half as much as that. So 1,000 to 500. So this is half as much. So really it would be like minus 2.2%. That's my math, but maybe I'm missing something here. So let's go over to my math. So I just borrowed 500 ADA. That is a negative interest rate because I'm paying it, but only on half as much ADA. And then we also get the 3.5% staking on the 500 ADA because I have that in my wallet. Now it's staking and I'm getting that interest. So minus 12% plus 3.5% makes a net 8.63% on the 500. Sorry, that's a negative 8.6%. So I'm paying overall, I'm paying 8.63% on this ADA. And because it's only half as much as what I borrowed, I've prorated it. I divided it by 2 to make it minus 4.32%. So if we're making 7.3% and we're losing or paying 4.3%, that means we have a net positive 3% interest while we're holding 500 extra ADA. So that's just insane. That is just insane. And then, that's just the beginning of the opportunity here. So now, I mean, you could do whatever with that 500 ADA. You could do whatever if you want. You still have to pay it back, but you gain a positive interest rate, which is just incredible, honestly. That's something amazing. So I don't know if I'm missing anything here, but this is my math. So I encourage everyone to check it themselves and see what they think I would also like to hear from the creators of Liqwid to see if what I'm saying is right. If the staking APY of 3.5% is true, maybe it's less than that. Maybe it's 3 or 2.5%. I'm not sure, but we don't have numbers on that yet. So, but this is what I'm seeing. So, this is cool because never have you ever been able to borrow money with a positive interest rate, but because of the staking mechanism in Cardano, you do. If you took that away, you would be paying overall. But this is a different level of DeFi. To be honest, this is amazing. So yeah, this is my video. I'm gonna make a part 2 talking about the more degenerate version of this.